Hey, I thought we were gonna go out to buy a Christmas tree. What are you interested in the newspaper all of a sudden for? Let's go, come on.
You wait a minute. Don't you know that there's an art to buying a Christmas tree? Gotta look for the best prices. Look.
An art?
The lot over by the mall, good prices.
$20? Hey, come on. I'm not spending $20 on any trees. It's gonna be in the garbage
Yes,
in 2 weeks.
You don't have to spend all that, but it's our first tree.
Take your paper and we'll talk about it.
Here. Hi.
We had to take a shovel along with us, too. I saw some nice little pine trees over at the campus. Think they'd mind?
I think we'd get arrested for tree napping, is what I think.
I think maybe you're right. Shall we go?
Yeah. Oh, don't answer that. We'll never get out of here. Gotta answer it. Hello? Hi. Listen, we were just about to walk out the door, Phil. What? Well, where? Well, that doesn't give us much time to rehearse. Say that again. $200 a piece?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Hang on a minute, Phil. It's Phil.
Yo, I gathered that.
Somebody asked for us to play at a Christmas Eve party.
Oh, great. Christmas Eve
It's
party.
$200 each.
What about our tree?
Hang on. Listen, when are we going to start rehearsal? Half an hour. Hang on a minute, Phil. I have to tell him now, Russ. Come on, try and understand. I'm doing this for us. Russ, please. Phil? Listen, I'd have to be a fool to turn that down, wouldn't I? $200 is short.
You get a call from that bearded wonder, and you can't refuse. Becky, come on. Is this the way it's gonna be from now on?
Ross, I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but he needed an answer.
Oh, right.
All right, look, if this is going to cause problems between
It
you
is.
and me again, then I'll just call him up and I'll cancel out, okay?
What do you mean cancel out? Cancel out? What? You do that?
Yeah, I would do that.
Oh. What? $200 is $200.
Ross, we need the money. Come
I
on.
know it. This was gonna be our Christmas. $20.
Hey, the wedding was Christmas.
Some weddings.
For me. Mwah.
$74.50, ring not included.
Ross.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean that the way it sounded.
I know.
All right, you got a job, and I should be grateful. I am, okay? Really,
Look, this
Go.
is how it has to be for now.
Wondering for how long?
Don't be playing that mind game. Come on. Now let's just take it one step at a time. Remember what we said?
Becky. Man, there's something inside of me that just doesn't want to let you go. Man, it tears me up to have to share you with somebody else.
The band?
No, not with the band, with Phil. The guy is after you, you know it.
Russ, I can take care of myself. I'm a big girl now.
Getting bigger with each passing day.
All right. I know how you feel about the band, and I promise I'll be careful, okay? Come on.
All right. The miracles of a working wife.
Oh, working wife who loves her husband.
Hey,
What?
I feel it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to ignore it right now. Pretty soon I'm going to be past the point of no return.
Is that when...
Yeah, it's when the law decides if we don't.
Babe, yeah, we gotta do something soon.
Russ, I gotta go to rehearsal, okay?
Okay. Go. Take it easy.
We'll get the tree when I get home.
Yeah, we'll get
all right?
Yeah, all right.
See you later!
Oh, yeah. See you later. Yeah.
Russ, you all right? You don't sound like yourself.
Yes, Mom, I'm just fine. Is that why you called?
As a matter of fact, it was. And what's wrong with a mother being concerned about her son?
Oh, I'm just fine.
You're alone, aren't you, Russ?
Yes, Becky's out, so what?
She's out a lot, isn't she, Russ?
Mom, is this why you called me, huh?
Russell, it's time you face the truth
No.
about this.
This is crazy. We've had 2 customers all day, and they were just browsers.
It does seem a little strange, doesn't it?
I don't know. It's 2 days before Christmas. You think that the shop would be full of last-minute buyers or something.
Maybe that's where they all are,
What?
at all the other shops.
No. Look at these people. They march by here like they don't even see us.
Jeff, you don't suppose that the word got out that pornography was being sold here, do you?
No, I don't think so, honey. Besides, Mitch made sure our name was clear. Police didn't file any charges, and there wasn't any publicity.
Still, it is strange.
I don't believe it. I think we're going to get a customer. Look at
Reverend Cruz!
Reverend Cruz.
Jeff, Liz, are you the owners of this store?
Yeah, we sure are.
And I didn't even know that. Just in the neighborhood doing some last-minute shopping and thought I'd check this place out.
Well, you're in a minority. You and 2 others who came in earlier.
I was just getting ready to ask you how's business, but you've
Terrible.
No, it's worse than that. It's a disaster.
Jeff, you could put a plug-in for the store at the church. I know a lot of people that would be interested.
No, I wouldn't feel right about it.
Pays to advertise, you know.
Well, we tried it. We put some ads in the local papers. We even had this big splash about buy one, get one free. Nothing seems to be working, though.
Honey, I don't think Reverend Cruz wants to hear our business problems.
Not at all, Liz. I want to hear about all your problems. Can we talk about it some more?
Yeah, sure. Sit down. You want coffee?
Please.
I need somebody to talk to.
Thanks a lot.
No, I didn't.
It's okay. I did make a fresh pot. How do you take it, Reverend?
Black, please.
Okay.
Okay, Jeff. One slow business day shouldn't make you this uptight. What's wrong?
It wasn't one slow business day. It's yesterday, the day before, and the day before that. Nothing's coming in. Nothing.
Can't this be expected during a new business like this?
Yeah, I guess so. There's always a lag in management when there's a change, but this lag is bordering on critical.
Maybe you're rushing it a bit. Can we give it some more time?
Reverend Cruz, I don't have any more time. I got a big balloon payment to make in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've got one suggestion for starters.
What's that?
Start by calling me Dave.
Okay, Dave. You see, when we got this place, I thought it was the right thing to do. I mean, it was the right time, the right place. Even the hospital, they gave us all the money back for the operation. I mean, that was the same amount as a down payment. Now, that's a miracle, right?
Jeff, the fact that you're alive, that's the real miracle.
Yeah, you're right.
You've put a lot into this place, haven't you?
Everything we own.
Why did you do that?
Why? Well, because I thought that's what God wanted us to do.
You believe that he wanted you to put everything into this store?
Yeah, that's what I believe. I mean, why else would it take every cent we could scrape up? And then some.
Jeff, regardless of how we think about our needs, we must remember about tithing, the principle of giving back to the Lord.
Yeah, what about it?
Well, God's word says that we should return to him a tithe or a tenth of all that we have.
Well, I haven't forgotten. It's just when I get back on my feet, I'll give double, okay?
You've been on the receiving end, Jeff, and God's word tells us that if we want to receive, you must also give.
Yeah, but I haven't been receiving lately, so how am I supposed to pay God back for giving me my life?
Jeff, you don't. God really doesn't need our money. It's the attitude of your heart that he cares about. Now, he asks us to honor him with our substance, and he'll return that blessing to you many times over. Now, that's a principle that is as certain as the law of gravity.
In other words, God isn't governed by the business cycle.
Why should he be? He created it.
Right.
There you go.
Marshall! Pardon me, Ms. Marshall.
Well, yes, Commissioner Slaymaker.
Do you see this little goody? It's absolutely ridiculous and unnecessary.
Well, what is it?
You know very good and well what it is. A little matter of Harold Webster's complaint.
Oh, that little matter.
Well, what's your response?
My response, well, it's the same as yours. Absolutely ridiculous and unnecessary.
That's the kind of arrogant attitude that brought us here in the first place.
But I thought that
We can't afford to have this kind of thing land on the county desk. You blew it, Sam.
Now, you wait a minute, Commissioner. You have no right to accuse me without knowing my side. I have rights, too.
You talk about rights. You revoke a major builder's permit. Then you insult his lawyer.
That is not true. That permit was an excuse to harass tenants and run them out.
All right. Since when do people in the leasing business want to run tenants out?
When they have something more profitable in mind.
Leave the detective work to the police. Listen, the county pays you a handsome salary to do a relatively simple job here. What you've done could very well earn you a trip out of here. I'm going to recommend your removal to the full board.
My removal?
Yes, it's serious enough for a hearing before the board.
Excuse me, Commissioner, this permit thing has been blown way out of proportion. Permits have been revoked before.
What's your name?
Redland, Gene Redland.
Well, Mr. Redland, this matter is none of your concern, and I strongly suggest you stay out of it.
Is that all you wanted to discuss with us, Commissioner? We have work to do.
Don't count on it. You haven't heard the end of this, Miss Marshall. Believe me.
Ben, look at this. Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, it looks handmade. Where'd it come from?
That ornament has been on our family's Christmas tree ever since I can remember.
And now we're writing a new chapter in its long history.
Well, for a couple of newlyweds, we've already written some pages of history together.
Oh, yes, like the chapter entitled Seasick on the Caribbean.
What about the sunburned wife?
And the latest chapter, The Case of the Disappearing Practice.
Ben, that's not funny.
Well, don't we need a few dramatic chapters to break up the funny ones?
Ben,
I'm not going to let them force me out of my own office, and that's that.
I love a man with confidence and determination.
Oh, yeah? Well, who is he? I'll punch him out.
I'm thinking about inviting some friends over.
Sure, anybody you want.
I'm thinking about Russ and Becky.
Except Russ or Becky.
Shame on you. I'm surprised.
I mean, your best friend and the guy you almost married. Now, aren't those memories still a little too hot to handle?
The past is past. Now we've talked it out. Forgiveness has a way of healing relationships, you know.
Russ and Becky.
Please, Ben. They need our help.
You sure you know what you're doing?
All I know is that Becky needs to know that someone cares. And we care.
Okay, you can invite them over.
Oh, thanks, husband of mine.
Ah. But there's a price.
Becky, go down.
Thanks, guys. Sounded great. I almost forgot where I was.
Becky, I've never seen you like that.
Well, come on, Phil.
Phil melts in the presence of class, you know.
Hey, okay, cool it, you guys. Now look, if you can play like that, we're gonna be able to make a lot more than $200 a night.
Think we'll hit the big time, boss?
No, I'm serious, Becky. It's not just the sound, it's the look. You have got the look. Hey, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. 8 o'clock sharp.
Yeah, see you later.
I'm starved. You want to get a bite to eat?
Thanks, Phil, but I gotta get home.
Hey, come on, Becky. Why don't you loosen up? You know, like you did in that last number.
What do you mean, loosen up? I'm loose as a goose, which means I'm exhausted.
You know, I want us to spend more time together. I think it'd be good.
What, more rehearsal? Phil, don't you think we rehearse enough?
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, I think we should spend more time together, you and me. Like this.
Look, Phil. Come on, let's keep this a professional relationship, okay?
Becky, I don't get you sometimes. I mean, you can't tell me that was just an act over there a minute ago.
Look, we get paid to perform, and that's just what that was.
It's Russ, isn't it? I mean, it's like he's got a ball and chain on you or something.
Come on, Phil. Let's just take it easy, okay? Please?
Look, Becky, I want to talk to you.
Miriam, where's your mother gone?
Hi. She's out Christmas shopping. I believe that's appropriate this time of year.
Well, I agree. That, if your mother's in one of her moods, she's just gone out shopping to make herself feel better, that's all.
Well, I wouldn't worry. I don't think she has a whole lot of spending money.
You know, I thought about that too. Perhaps we could find out if we knew how much she paid for what she bought.
And what makes you think you'll be getting a gift?
Oh, she'll get gifts for both of us. You mark my words on that.
Daddy, what do you plan on getting her for Christmas?
Miriam, it's no secret, and I think you know it. Your mother and I are talking about a divorce.
I know it. I just don't understand. Daddy, doesn't at least this time of year mean something to you?
Yes, it's getting a little colder, and people are beginning to put phony smiles on their faces.
You remember the story of Scrooge, huh?
The man who hated Christmas? One of my favorite people.
Daddy, remember there were some good Christmases that we had together. Those times in the mountains, the cabin up in the mountains with the snow and...
Yes, but that was a whole different era.
I know. Whatever happened to that Carpenter family?
Why don't you ask your mother when she comes back from Christmas shopping?
Oh, you're not planning on being here?
Actually, no. Webster and I are flying down to Key West tomorrow. He has access to a time-sharing condominium.
Well, cancel it. Cancel it, Dad. Webster can get somebody else to share the condo.
Absolutely not. I'm leaving tomorrow.
Daddy, while this family, or at least what's left of it, is still living under the same roof, the least we can do is spend Christmas Day together. Please, Father.
You're wasting your time, Mem.
Stay. Please, at least through Christmas.
Your mother will be victorious.
That's just because she really wants you to stay.
Oh, rubbish. All she wants to do is manipulate and control.
I guess that just runs in the family, huh?
Oh, all right. I'll call Webster and take a rain check. But I want you to know, I'm just doing it for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, tell me, what do you want for Christmas, Daddy?
What do I want for Christmas? Hollister Mall, free and clear.
Who is it? Surprise. 'Tis the season to be jolly.
Nancy, I certainly never expected to
No,
see...
I know, you never expected to see me here, did you? Well, Christmas does funny things to people.
Nancy, what are you doing here?
Mother, I want to talk.
We do have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, right. None of it very pleasant, is it? Took me a couple of drinks to get up enough courage to come here.
Thought so. You've been drinking too much again.
Mother, why do you hate me?
Nancy, I don't hate you. Nancy, I'm willing to forget the past if you are.
Forget?
Yeah, that's why I'm here, to forget.
Nancy, I tried my best to care for you, even though you did things to me that were things that no daughter should ever do to a mother.
Oh, you never cared for me. That's the point. As long as I can remember, I was left on my own. And when I needed advice, you were never there. But you always had plenty of time for Terry now, didn't
Nancy,
you?
how can you say that?
Well, remember my teenage years, Mother? I do.
I thought they were good years for you.
Oh, yeah, right. I had it made. I mean, I could just do anything I want, couldn't I? You didn't care where I went or who I was going with, did you?
I did my best with you, Nancy. You were a difficult child.
Mother, when are you going to stop telling yourself that Nancy doesn't exist? I'm here. I'm real. You could never love me, could you? Couldn't you now?
Nancy, I just cannot accept you as my child. You're different. You're someone else's child, not my flesh and blood, not my own. I'm sorry. Maybe you better leave now.
You haven't heard a word I've said, have you? I mean, it's the same attitude you've always had towards me. I mean, Christmas is supposed to be a time of love, but you don't even have any love in you, do you? You just don't even care.